You're watching Motor Authority, where we dive into cutting-edge defense technology, military breakthroughs, and the machines redefining national security. Today, we're taking a closer look at a powerful missile system that quietly transformed the maritime defense landscape of Southeast Asia. The Spike missile, developed by Israel's Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and introduced into service with the Philippine Navy in 2018. The year 2018 marked a critical moment in the modernization journey of the armed forces of the Philippines. For decades, the country struggled with outdated equipment, limited reach, and minimal precision strike capability, especially in its naval forces. But that changed when the Spike entered the scene. The integration of this advanced, Israeli-made missile onto the Philippine Navy's multi-purpose attack craft, Mk3, instantly changed the equation in the country's maritime strategy. Let's start by talking about the Spike itself. stands for Extended Range, and it is part of Rafael's family of Spike missiles that have been deployed by more than 30 countries around the world. The Spike is a fourth-generation, multi-purpose, precision-guided missile system. With a maximum range of 8 kilometers when launched from the ground and up to 10 kilometers from air or naval platforms, this missile allows its operators to take out high-value targets before those threats can even respond. The missile's power isn't just in its range. It features a unique dual guidance system, a combination of electro-optical imaging and a fiber optic data link that allows real-time control of the missile after launch. That means the operator can monitor, correct, and even redirect the missile mid-flight. This fire and update capability gives the Spike an enormous tactical edge in rapidly changing environments, such as coastal waters or disputed sea lanes. For the Philippines, a country with over 7,000 islands and one of the most complex archipelagic territories in the world, that kind of flexibility isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. The Navy's deployment of Spike missiles aboard the fast and nimble Mk3 allowed the force to transform those small attack boats into genuine strike platforms, capable of hitting targets with precision and retreating before being engaged. Each Spike missile weighs about 34 kilograms and carries a high-explosive anti-tank warhead, which is capable of penetrating even the most modern armored vehicles and reinforced structures. Although originally designed for land warfare, the missile's design makes it highly adaptable for naval warfare, especially in littoral zones where range and precision are more important than raw explosive power. The integration process was more than a simple weapons mount. It included software upgrades, fire control systems, onboard sensor integration, and operator training. Israeli experts worked hand-in-hand with Filipino sailors to ensure that the system wasn't just installed, but mastered. It was a textbook example of not just transferring hardware, but transferring capability. In 2018, when the Spike was first publicly tested aboard the Mk3, the Philippine Navy made a loud and clear statement: the era of reactive defense was over. Now, the Navy had the ability to proactively engage threats from standoff distances, whether it was a hostile boat, a suspicious vessel, or a potential incursion into its territorial waters. During live-fire demonstrations, Spike missiles were seen accurately hitting floating targets with devastating precision. These exercises weren't just for show, they were part of a critical learning curve for the Navy, helping build confidence in a system that would be central to future deterrence and real-world operations. Watching the footage, you can see the level of control the operator has, locking onto the target using onboard electro-optical sensors, tracking it mid-flight, and ensuring a clean, lethal hit. But beyond the tactical value, the strategic implications of this acquisition were enormous. At the time, tensions in the South China Sea were already escalating. Multiple nations, including China, Vietnam, and Malaysia, were asserting overlapping claims. The Philippines, often the underdog in terms of naval firepower, needed a way to strengthen its deterrence without engaging in a costly arms race. The Spike provided a perfect solution: high precision, relatively low cost, and fast deployment. And it wasn't just about regional threats. The Philippines also faced domestic maritime security challenges: piracy, smuggling, and insurgency activity in southern waterways. A fast response craft armed with Spike missiles could deal with those threats far more effectively than traditional patrol boats. It gave the Philippine Navy a tool that could adapt across roles, from defense to interdiction, from open sea deterrence to riverine operations. So, why did the Philippines choose Rafael and not other Western or regional suppliers? One word: reliability. Rafael Advanced Defense Systems has built a global reputation for building high-performance systems tested under real combat conditions. From Israel's own battlefield experiences to global exports, the Spike family has proven itself again and again. The variant was mature, versatile, and cost-effective, exactly what the Philippine Navy needed. And let's not forget logistics and training. Rafael didn't just ship the missiles and walk away. They provided comprehensive training programs, spare parts, maintenance planning, and technical integration. The goal was to make sure the Philippine Navy wasn't just a customer, they were a capable operator. Since 2018, the Spike has continued to shape the modernization trajectory of the Philippine military. Discussions have taken place about potentially acquiring more advanced Spike variants, such as the Spike NLOS-A, which extends the range to over 25 kilometers and offers even more advanced targeting features. There have also been talks of integrating Spike systems into the Army and Air Force, creating a unified missile capability across all service branches. From a defense industry perspective, the 2018 Spike acquisition also helped cement Rafael's position as a trusted supplier in Southeast Asia. It opened doors to further cooperation, including radar systems, drone defense technology, and cyber security. For the average Filipino, the Spike may not be a household name. But for defense analysts and military professionals, it symbolizes a turning point. It marked the moment when the Philippine Navy moved from legacy systems and limited capability to a more modern, networked, and proactive force. It showed that with the right tools and the right partners, even smaller nations can assert their sovereignty and protect their people. In closing, the 2018 acquisition of the Spike missile system was more than a headline, it was a strategic evolution. It brought new technology, new tactics, and a new level of confidence to a Navy that desperately needed all three. It reminded the region and the world that precision matters, and that in the maritime domain, the right missile at the right moment can make all the difference. Thanks for watching Motor Authority. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more in-depth looks into the world's most advanced defense systems. Stay tuned as we bring you more from the front lines of military technology and global security.